The Kushan Empire, a legacy of trade, culture, and religion. The Kushan Empire was one of the most influential empires in ancient history, particularly in Central Asia and the Indian subcontinent. It spanned from the 1st century CE to the 3rd century CE and is best known for its role in fostering trade, cultural exchange, and the spread of Buddhism. The Kushans played a key part in the cultural and religious developments of the time, leaving a lasting legacy in the regions they controlled. The Kushan Empire's origins are linked to the Yuezhi people, a group of nomadic tribes from the region of Xinjiang in modern-day China. Originally part of a confederation of tribes, the Yuezhi were displaced by the Xiongnu, a nomadic group from Mongolia. Seeking refuge, the Yuezhi migrated westward, ultimately settling in the area around Bactria, modern-day Afghanistan, and parts of Central Asia. The name, Kushan, itself is thought to derive from the Yuezhi people, although the exact details are debated. The dynasty's rise to power began under Kujula Cadphises, the first known Kushan king, who united the Yuezhi tribes in the early 1st century CE. His leadership established the foundations for what would become the Kushan Empire, extending its influence over Bactria and parts of northern India. Under the leadership of Kujula Cadphises' successors, the Kushan Empire expanded dramatically, eventually controlling a vast territory that included parts of modern-day Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. The Kushans were able to extend their empire due to a combination of military prowess, strategic alliances, and the fertile lands of Bactria, which provided significant economic and military resources. Vima Cadphises succeeded his father, Kujula Cadphises, and expanded the Kushan Empire's reach further into northern India. He is credited with the introduction of gold coinage in the Kushan Empire, which played a vital role in facilitating trade across Central Asia, India, and the Mediterranean world. His rule helped consolidate the Kushan Empire's position in the region, laying the groundwork for his son, Kanishka, to take the empire to its zenith. Kanishka I is the most renowned Kushan ruler and is often considered the empire's greatest monarch. Under his reign, the Kushan Empire reached its zenith, both territorially and culturally. Kanishka expanded the empire's borders into central India, Tibet, and parts of China, consolidating control over trade routes and becoming a powerful force in Eurasian geopolitics. Kanishka's reign marked a period of significant cultural flourishing, which included the promotion of Buddhism, the development of Kushan art, and the establishment of Gandhara as a major center of Buddhist culture and learning. One of the most significant aspects of the Kushan Empire was its role in facilitating cultural exchange. The empire's location at the crossroads of several ancient civilizations, Central Asia, India, Persia, and the Hellenistic world, made it a melting pot of diverse ideas, beliefs, and artistic traditions. The empire's location at the crossroads of several ancient civilizations, Central Asia, India, Persia, and the Hellenistic world, made it a melting pot of diverse ideas, beliefs, and artistic traditions. The Kushan Empire played a critical role in the spread of Buddhism, particularly during the reign of Kanishka. Kanishka himself was a devout Buddhist, and his support for the religion helped establish it as a dominant force not only in India but also in Central Asia, China, and beyond. The Fourth Buddhist Council. Kanishka is credited with convening the Fourth Buddhist Council in Kashmir, which sought to standardize the Buddhist canon and texts. This was an important event in the history of Buddhism, as it helped establish a unified set of scriptures that would guide the development of Buddhist thought and practice for centuries to come. Patronage of Buddhist art. The Kushans are known for their patronage of Gandhara art, a blend of Greek, Persian, and Indian influences, which gave rise to some of the most iconic representations of the Buddha in history. The Gandhara style of sculpture, which depicted the Buddha in Hellenistic-inspired robes, and the Great Bamya Buddha are among the most notable achievements of Kushan artistic patronage. The Kushans were also tolerant of other religions. In addition to Buddhism, they supported Zoroastrianism, Hinduism, and local deities. This religious pluralism was essential in maintaining the empire's stability and fostering cultural diversity. Kushan art and architecture are characterized by a mix of influences from the Greek, Persian, and Indian worlds. The Gandhara school of art, for instance, is a direct result of the cultural fusion between the Greek Hellenistic style, introduced by the Alexander the Great's campaigns, and the indigenous Indian artistic traditions. Buddhist sculptures, the depiction of the Buddha in human form, which became widespread under the Kushans, is one of the most significant contributions of the Kushan Empire. Before the Kushans, the Buddha was often represented in symbolic forms, but during their reign, detailed, lifelike images of the Buddha were created. Coins and iconography. The Kushan rulers issued coins that depicted a wide variety of gods, both local and foreign. These coins provide important insights into the syncretic culture of the Kushan Empire, with images of Greek gods like Zeus, Persian deities, and Indian gods such as Shiva and Vishnu. The Kushan Empire controlled a significant part of the Silk Road, the trade routes that connected the East and West. This gave the Kushans access to vast wealth through trade in goods such as silk, spices, precious metals, and textiles. Their control over such crucial trade routes made the Kushan Empire an essential player in the transcontinental exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. The Kushan coins, particularly those made of gold, were widely used in trade and were considered valuable commodities throughout the ancient world. The Kushan coins, particularly those made of gold, were widely used in trade and were considered valuable commodities throughout the ancient world. The Kushan coins, particularly those made of gold, were widely used in trade and were considered valuable commodities throughout the ancient world. The Kushans were responsible for improving and maintaining key trade hubs along the Silk Road, facilitating not just material trade but also cultural and religious exchange. The decline of the Kushan Empire began in the 3rd century CE, and several factors contributed to this downfall. Internal strife. After the death of Kanishka, the empire began to weaken. The Kushans faced internal power struggles, with different factions and rulers vying for control, which fractured the unity of the empire. External threats. The Sassanid Empire from Persia and the Gupta Empire from India posed serious challenges to Kushan power. The rise of the Gupta Empire, particularly under Chandragupta I and Samudragupta, led to the Kushans losing their hold on northern India and other important territories. Trade disruptions. The decline of the Silk Road, coupled with internal instability and external pressures, contributed to the collapse of the Kushan economy. The disruption of trade routes diminished the empire's economic resources and weakened its geopolitical standing. By the end of the 3rd century CE, the Kushan Empire had fragmented into smaller kingdoms, and its central authority had diminished. However, the remnants of the Kushan Empire continued to influence the regions of Central Asia and northern India for centuries to come. The Kushan Empire left a profound legacy in the development of Buddhism, art, and trade. Its role in the promotion of Buddhism across Central Asia and into China, as well as its contribution to the Gandhara art style, which shaped Buddhist iconography, remains one of the empire's most lasting legacies. Furthermore, the Kushans were key players in maintaining the stability and prosperity of the Silk Road, which facilitated cultural, economic, and intellectual exchanges across the Eurasian continent. Their religious tolerance and cultural syncretism helped lay the groundwork for the pluralistic societies that would characterize the region in later centuries. Thus, the Kushan Empire remains one of the most important yet often underappreciated empires in the history of South and Central Asia, contributing significantly to the rich cultural and religious heritage of the ancient world. Thank you so much for your support. Your interest means the world to me. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Your subscription helps me continue creating content that you love. Thanks again, and I look forward to sharing more with you.